Hey everybody, it's Andrew and Dan with Fact HVAC. Today we're talking about something that probably a lot of people are wondering, tariffs. We're going to tell you exactly what to expect, exactly how everything's going to work, and so you know exactly what to do. Not even close.
That's not even close.
Yeah. The reality of it is nobody knows. So Dan, listen, we're hearing about all of this stuff happening in the world. We know tariffs are being hit by our country to others, and other countries are hitting us with additional tariffs. We're already seeing effects on our business in heating and air conditioning space. What are some of the things that you've been seeing, and what are some of the things that you're watching to really help everybody understand what's kind of going on?
Well, I mean, the first part is, right, it's a constant news cycle. You know, what happened yesterday gets reversed today or vice versa.
Right.
So we only have so much guidance. But what we do have is the second the tariffs went into effect on the 4th, particularly to Mexico and Canada and China, right? Major suppliers, particularly Mexico and China in our world. Immediately, every brand, the reps were calling. When we were talking to people at the parts houses and everything else, we were being warned right away they intend to do an immediate price increase even before they start shipping anything under the tariffs. So again, we expect price increases, and we've been saying that would happen. Now, how much that's going to be, we don't know yet. But it would, be logical to say it was a 25% tariff. Don't be shocked by a 25% uptick in cost. Right. One big thing that I think customers need to know is that it's not just full brand new units, but there's also a ton of individual components, fan motors, compressors, et cetera, that are directly from Mexico or China. Yeah. And those are going to end up being, more expensive. We also have heard rumors, and it's not there yet, but that Mexico may constrict what they supply. In which case, you may have some supply chain disruptions and lower inventories of parts, and so repairs may get more costly, but they may also get longer drawn out if supply chain is affected.
Yeah, and that's something that really helping homeowners understand is key, because when these things happen, right, they're happening in March. We're going to see here in Arizona the increase in temperatures within the next couple weeks and roll into summer. Supply chain could become very, very restrictive here in Arizona and other places where demand is high.
Correct.
When it comes down to replacement, when it comes down to repairing, now is not the time. I'm going to look at the camera and Steve will tell me if I look weird later. But now's not the time to wait. I mean, we've been telling people, make the move, make it happen now, and not just on replacement, but make the repairs that are necessary.
Correct.
Because you can gain years off of your system.
Right. You could do the maintenance now and insure yourself against having to replace this summer when it goes out on you. And the parts are in stock. That we still have the supply chain. And price increases haven't quite hit yet. Yep. So now's now is not the time to be waiting on it. Right. Now is not the time to kick the can down the road, and we need to start getting more proactive with that.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw this with the new SEER 2 efficiency standards.
Yeah.
We went through it with the refrigerant changeover. We understand people are so fatigued about hearing about price increases. This is something that nobody was really anticipating, and now that it's happening on, like you said, that quick, I don't even want to say 24-hour news cycle.
Right.
It seems like it's weekly, hourly, whatever social media post comes out. Right.
Sure. Yep. It
has a lot of uncertainty, and if people wait, it could cost them thousands of dollars more, especially on the replacement side.
Well, absolutely. I mean, that's where it's going to hit the hardest, right? Is if you have entire systems, and again, even the ones that are assembled in America or, quote unquote, manufactured here, they all have components from all over the world. And, when a statistical amount of all compressors comes out of Mexico, right? Yep. So, you're just looking at all these components are going to uptick the cost to manufacture that unit, even if it's made here. Mm-hmm. These costs, when you're talking about 25% increased costs, those are that's going to hurt.
Yeah.
The average system being around $10,000 to $12,000 overall, regardless of size and all that. I mean, that's a $2,500 hit.
Yep.
That's a big difference to anyone's budget.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the things that we're doing to help with that is making sure that we have the right financing partners in place to not just help with just the purchase of a system, but even major repairs. You can finance those. A lot of people don't know that, but you can finance a major
Correct.
repair, and we make it very simple. So really, everybody, whether you're here in Arizona or you're in another market, don't wait. The fact remains, things are going to happen. This is a machine that's going to break. Replace it, repair it, maintain it right now, and you can save thousands of dollars going in. So, Dan, thanks for hanging out, man. This is kind of some crazy stuff. I've been in the business 20 years, and I've never seen anything like this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yep.